Hey Year 9, welcome back to my channel. This is the 8th lesson in the series of videos on Jekyll and Hyde. But today we're going to do something a bit more fun. We're going to be doing a quiz to see what we have learned over the last couple of weeks. So there's 30 questions, write down your answers and then we'll go through them at the end. So question 1. What were the separate spheres in the Victorian period? A. Men and women, B. Black and white, C. People and animals, or D. Native and immigrant? What were the separate spheres in the Victorian period? Okay, second question. What group of people were often sent to debtors' prisons and workhouses during the Victorian period? The poor, the landed gentry, the rich, or the monarchy? Question 3. Name one of the lawyers in Jekyll and Hyde who represents the professional sphere. A. Jekyll, B. Hyde, C. Poole, or D. Utterson? Number 4. Who occupied the economic space just under the landed elite in Victorian society? So try to remember that pyramid that we did last lesson. So A, the poor, B, the middle class, C, professionals, or D, debtors? Number 5. During what years was the Victorian period? 1837 to 1901, 1937 to 2001, 1808 to 1937, or 1737 to 1901. Number 6. What was the course of treatment for consumption Robert Louis Stevenson was prescribed at the time he wrote the book? A. Antibiotics, B. Marijuana, C. Cocaine, or D. Bed rest? Number 7. Who is the inspiration for Dr. Jekyll in The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? A. Louis Fevey, B. Fanny, C. Stevenson himself, or D. William Brodie? Number 8. What is the sickness Robert Louis Stevenson was suffering from as he wrote The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? A. The Black Plague, B. Multiple personality disorder, C. Consumption or tuberculosis, or D. Depression? Number 9. Why did Stevenson turn to Louis Fevey for inspiration when creating the character of Mr. Hyde? A. He was a well-respected psychiatrist. B. He was one of the first people diagnosed with multiple personality disorder. C. He was a close friend. Or D. He was a well-respected city councillor. Okay, number 10. What was the name of Robert Stevenson's wife? A. Fanny, B. Mary, C. Joan, or D. Fanny? Number 11. In Jekyll and Hyde, what setting is associated with Mr. Hyde? A. The dark, foggy streets of London. B. A dusty, dark office. C. A warm, well-furnished drawing room. Or D. The green, sunny parks of London? Number 12. How does the setting of the text help enhance the deeper meaning of the story? A. The contrasting settings mirror the contrasting characters. B. The contrasting settings make the story more exciting. The contrasting settings enhance the similarities in the characters. Or D. None of these are correct. 13. What general setting did Robert Stevenson choose for his story Jekyll and Hyde? A. Victorian London, B. Medieval London, C. World War I London, or D. Roman London? Number 14. In the text, Stevenson uses his setting to help explore what deeper meaning? A. The duality of human nature, B. None of these are correct, C. The frightening reality of human nature, or D. The singularity of human nature? Number 15. In the text, Dr. Jekyll is almost always found in a warm, well-lit room with nice furnishings. What aspects of his character is the author trying to emphasise by using this type of setting? A. His refined nature, B. His education, C. All of these are correct, and D. His cultured nature. Okay, moving on. Number 16. What does the word genre mean in regard to literature and the text? A. The category a book fits into based alphabetically on its title. C. The artistic elements an author uses that are similar to other books. C. The artistic elements an author uses that are unlike other books. Or D. The category a book fits into based on similar elements in other books. Number 17. Stevenson's use of a chemical medicine as a major plot driver in the text makes this story an example of what genre? A. Mystery, B. Fiction, C. Science fiction, or D. Gothic horror? Okay, number 18. What elements of Gothic horror are featured in the text? A. A spooky setting, B. Victorian gentleman, C. Psychological horror, or D. All of these are correct. Number 19. What is the mystery at the heart of the text? A. The connection between Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, B. Who killed Mr. Carrow, C. What Mr. Hyde is using to blackmail Dr. Jekyll, or D. All of these are correct. Okay, number 20. So this lesson, we discussed 3 genres of the text. What were these genres? A. True crime, Gothic horror and science fiction. B. Gothic romance, science fiction and mystery. C. Science fiction, mystery and Gothic horror. Or D. Popular fiction, mystery and Gothic horror. Number 21. Which of these is a work by Stevenson? A. A Scotsman returns from abroad. B. An end of travel. C. Treasure Island. D. All of the answers are correct. Number 22. Stevenson died and was buried on what island? Britain, Ireland, New Zealand, or Fernando? 23. Poems like A Scotsman Returns from Abroad identify Stevenson as a marker, a Scottish term for one who writes poetry. A. On Celtic themes. B. In the Scots dialect. C. In the classical style. Or D. With no definite metre. Stevenson's text is what type of work of fictional prose, typically ranging from 20 to 60,000 words in length? A. A parable, B. A short story, C. A novella, or D. A novel? 25. Stevenson originally began training in what profession? A. Lighthouse design, B. Bridge building, C. Law, or D. Religious orders? Okay, 26. In what century is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde set? A. 17th, B. 19th, C. 18th, or D. 20th? 27. What city provides the setting for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? A. New York, B. London, C. Paris, or D. Rome? 28. In what period was Jekyll and Hyde written? A. Modern, B. Romantic, C. Victorian, or D. Renaissance? 29, our penultimate question. What is one dichotomy / duality that Jekyll and Hyde does not explore? A. Fat or skinny, B. Rich or poor, C. Benevolence or violence, and D. Light and dark. And finally, question number 30. What helped to create the fog in Victorian London? A. Dr. Jekyll, B. Immigrants, C. Industrial factories, or D. Mr. Hyde? Okay, so those are all of the questions. We are now going to go through the answers. Okay, so the answers are as follows. Number 1, the answer is men and women. Number 2, the answer is the poor. 3, Utterson. 4, professionals. 5, 1837 to 1901. 6, cocaine. 7, William Brodie. 8, consumption or tuberculosis. 9, he was one of the first people diagnosed with multiple personality disorder. 10, Fanny. 11, the dark foggy streets of London. 12, the contrasting settings mirror the contrasting characters. 13, Victorian London. 14, the duality of human nature. 15, all of them are correct. 16, the category a book fits into based on similar elements in other books. 17, science fiction. 18, all of them are correct. 19 is the connection between Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. 20 is science fiction, mystery and gothic horror. 21 is all of them are correct. 22 is not Fernando, it's actually Upolu. 23 is in the Scots dialect. 24 is novella. 25 is lighthouse design. 26 is 19th. 27 is London. 28 is Victorian. 29 is fat and skinny. And 30 is industrial factories. So give yourself an answer, and what I want you to do is on Microsoft Teams or even in the comments underneath this video, just tell me what you got out of 30. Okay, thanks.